Alright, so here I'm going to show you how to use the meal calculator to import your trips from cats and calculate your meals. So first off, you log in cats, then we'll want to go to Slip Enquiry 20. So 20, enter. Then we'll put in our start date. So in this case, we're going to do the year 2024. So 24/01/01. And then we're going to want to look through the list that comes up here. And we're going to want to find everything that's a real train ID, like a working ticket. So it's a working ticket, that's a working ticket. That is not, it's most likely a top up or hotel pay. Working ticket, working ticket, working ticket, working ticket. Not a working ticket, there's a working ticket, and there's a working ticket. And none of these ones here below are working tickets. So you see we have an X beside all the working tickets here on the screen. So once we have all the working tickets selected for this page, we will hit enter. And this will bring up our first ticket, which is a deadhead. So we'll click on the screen on this web page anywheres, then hit Control A to select everything. Then we'll hit Control C to copy. And we'll go over here and see if this works. Paste from clipboard, then parse and fill, and then it will put all the relevant information from the web page over here onto this meal calculator app. Then what we do is we check this, make sure it's right. Here it'll show hours or hours on duty, which is 2, and that checks out. It shows 2 hours over there. So if we're happy with that, then we will hit add entry. All right. So then we will go on to the next one here. 775. Copy that. So Control A to select all, Control C to copy. We need to go over here and hit either Control V or hit paste from clipboard. But there we hit Control V. So parse and fill. Happy with that. 9.5 hours on duty seems to match up. So we're happy with that. So add entry. All right, so we have 2 entries added here. We can see they're both red. So we got color coding here. The reason why they're red is because our home station is not entered. So let's enter our home station. And, well, it doesn't seem to have updated yet, but let's try going with the next one here. And there you go. So just took added another entry for it to update. Most likely in a future update that will be changed, but for right now it's just kind of a minor inconvenience. But as you can see, now that the correct station ID has been input, these trips are all color coded. So you got light blue for going from home station to away, and then from station back home is green. So let's go here and we'll add a couple more trips. So I'm hitting F10 to go to the next ticket here. Now let's say you're not too savvy with the keyboard. You can go right click, then there should be a select all, then right click again, and go copy, and then paste from clipboard, then parse and fill, and that'll put that all there. So 458, 11.25 hours on duty, which lines up with that. So we're happy with that. Add entry. All right. Let's do a couple more here, and then we will generate a or then we'll calculate some meals. Parse and fill at entry 10. Parse and fill at entry. And I hit the wrong button there. All right, so F3 to go back, then we will go F10. And just for fun here, let's pretend that on this 459 we were actually deadheaded home after. Just to show you guys what I would do for that. So let's pretend that this was a turn 459, or we're deadheaded home after. So we're going to change this final station to our home station, 89718. And that'll just kind of trick it into thinking that it was a turn trip. So parse and fill, add entry, and then here it's a yellow color. So that represents a turn trip. So we got 7 trains here, a couple of them where we spent some time in the hotel, and this turn trip here. So what we have to do first is generate trips Excel file. This is also the save function, so as you're going along, generate the trips Excel file every once in a while. This will save your work. Make sure to generate the trips.Excel file when you're all done your work, and it'll save it. So always, before you calculate your meals, generate a trips.Excel file, or else the calculate meals will go off of whatever the last trips Excel file that was generated. So it could be old. So we generated the trips.Excel file, and now we can calculate meals. Oh, it shows permission denied. That's because I've got meals open, or another meals Excel open. So close that. It's already open Excel. So close Excel, and we can calculate the meals. And see Meals.xlsx is being generated successfully. So great. So we can go and have a look at that. In this case, it puts it in the exact same folder that your program is downloaded into. All right, so here's our Excel file. We're going to have to just expand these columns so we can read what's going on a little bit better. And I'll explain to you what's going on here. So basically what it does is it groups your away from home trip and your return trip. So right here, the deadhead trip out, our on duty, our off duty, our number of hours on the deadhead. And then this is our return trip, which is 775, our on duty, our off duty, our number of hours spent on this train here, which is 9.5. And then between the deadhead and the 775, we spent 14 hours in the hotel. So there's our hotel time. And total combined hours, which is on our outbound duty hours, inbound duty hours, and hotel hours all added up equal 25.5. So 25 and a half hours. And that will give you a total of 3 meals based off of the rules that I can find online. And this day here, we spent 34.25 hours away from home, which gives us a total of 5 meals. And kind of see you go down the list here. And at the very bottom, it will total up everything. So for these trips, we have accumulated 14 meals, spent a total of 96 hours away from home. Shows the number of hotel hours that we've spent, and yes. So for a turn trip here, it'll only show the turn ticket on the first part here. This will show NA because there's no return train, and also this will be 0. Anyways, that mostly sums it up. This program is still pretty early in development, and you may run into errors, but send me an email or get a hold of me. Let me know what your error is, and I should be able to send out an update. And yeah. So hopefully this saves everyone a whole bunch of time calculating their meals, because I know it was an absolute nightmare for me. Anyways, Fun, guys. And happy meal calculating.